then there's his love for musicals, Mom continues. I mean, how many times can a guy see Annie Get Your Gun? And for God's sakes, an English major? What was I thinking? For the record, it was the 70s. Free love reigned, and I doubt either of my parents were thinking. I doubt they were talking. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say I think they were just having sex. Oh. If you are a teenager when you hear this, let these next words of wisdom be the most important. Boys your age desperately want to have sex. They will say and do anything to get sex. They will pretend to love you just to get sex. Girls, on the other hand, desperately want to have a boyfriend and be loved. They will sometimes use sex to get that love. This is why you should wait until you're sure a man really, really loves you before you cave in. I erase that. Before you give yourself to him. In other words, a 15-year-old male would fuck a snake if someone would hold it still long enough. By 30, they've matured and will only do it if the snake is still hanging around the bar after last call. Perhaps I'm getting bitter at my old age. And remember, even when those boys do grow up, the sex thing never completely goes away. This explains a phenomenon in my generation called Pamela Anderson. Well, what am I supposed to say? They never get better? That people make entire careers out of trying to translate between men and women? That if I could figure them out even vaguely, I'd be happily married by now, or at least happily in a committed relationship, or at least not still waiting by the phone just weeks before my 30th birthday. Are you listening to me? My mother screams into my ear. Shit, I hate it when I miss my cue. Yes, I lie. And? She asks. And Dad's not gay. Believe me, we live in Los Angeles. We'd know by now. Well, of course you'd have to defend him. He's your father. As my mother continues babbling, I pull my cell phone out of my purse and call my home phone. I wait for the beep. Beep. Mom, that's my other line. I gotta go. Tell them you'll call them back. It's Drew, I gotta go. Do you think he's gay? Love you, bye, I say in one rushed word, then abruptly hang up. Oh boy, do I have a few bits of advice to write on parents. Hide everything from your parents. Particularly if they are ex-hippies who think that they're understanding. My mother is a 55-year-old party girl who still sneaks off at parties to smoke pot. She thinks she's my best friend. Why is it every mother in the world thinks her daughter is her best friend, and yet everyone's mother makes them crazy? Ooh, that's good. Your daughter is not your best friend. And no, your relationship's not different. My home phone rings again. I answer. Hello? I need to talk to you about the wedding, my sister Andrea, Andy, says in a rushed tone. She refers to all of her wedding plans in a rushed tone, despite the fact that she quit her job the second her fiancé proposed and has had nothing to do but plan the wedding for the past month. Okay, it's only in 3 weeks, but still. And to answer your next question, she says no, she's not pregnant. But we're thinking they'll announce their heir apparent as soon as the wedding's over. How do you feel about salmon? Andy asks, as though the fate of the free world depended on my answer. Depends. Alaskan king or farm-raised? To where? Did I mention I have the dubious distinction of being the maid of honor? I immediately write in my book, in the 21st century, no woman in the world ever wore her bridesmaid's dress a second time except to a Halloween party. I managed to stumble out it's not one of my best colors. My phone beeps. Hold on. I punch the button, then say, hello? Tell your sister you're a summer, my mother says sternly. Salmon is a spring, and I'm not paying $50,000 for a wedding so she can dress you like a fish. Mom, where are you calling from? The bridal shop. I snuck into the alley. Andy thinks I'm smoking a joint. Summer. Got it. Bye, I say, then click back over. I'm back. It was her, wasn't it?